Welcome to this edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
Here's what you'll see on today's show.
We will take a look at what's happening around OHS.
We learn more about a familiar face at Oakville.
We take a look back at the winter sports season.
And we test some students on how quiet they can be in the library.
We'll have all that and much more on today's edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
And it all starts now.
Welcome back to this edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News. I'm Abby Walters.
And I'm Hannah Chambliss.
Oh, is this the Helping Hearts grant that we got in elementary school?
Yeah, but this year it's for a different cause. Here's what we found out. We're here at Rogers Elementary School where the students are participating in a fundraiser that they have been doing for many years.
Our second grade team of teachers and students put together a fundraiser called Helping Heart Grams, in which students sold pieces of paper in which others were able to write on there something for a fellow student or teacher in the school.
So we started doing the service learning project in 2008, and we started with a girl named Shalia, whose grandparents lived in Oakville, and that year we actually raised $2,000 for her. She had a brain tumor. She's actually still living today, just on whatever the needs are.
This year, the fundraiser hits close to home for one Oakville student.
This year we decided to donate our money to our recess aide, Mrs. Hershey's son, Lucas Hershey, who is a student at Oakville High School, who is diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
He has had to overcome a lot physically, and I think that's where him playing hockey and being so active has really formed him as a person that he is and been able to conquer what he has thus far.
So our students who are full of good character, kindness, compassion, always wanting to help, being nice, you know, it kind of exemplifies all the good things that we do here at Rogers every day.
I like it because you get to send money to people like Lucas Hershey.
It's beyond words. It's what the kids, and like I said before, what they have done is overwhelming. I think it's easy this day and age to sit there and criticize what children don't do and what they need to do. They have done, just gone above and beyond.
The school raised over $1,000 in support of Luke Hershey and his family. With Bridget Costello and Max Rodenbeck behind the camera, I'm Hannah Chambliss for Channel 97 News.
Now let's check out what's happening around OHS.
Hi, I'm Ellie Corner, and this is what's been happening around our school. Oakville hosted the Special Olympics of Missouri basketball tournament last month. Over 200 students and 200 athletes participated in the annual event.
Summer Basketball Tournament is a basketball tournament that we host here at Oakville for the special needs kids within, kind of like in the community. So they bring their students that are in their special needs kind of classes that are able to come here, and they're able to go to Oakville and kind of interact with the kids and kind of get out of their normal routine. For the athletes, I think it's just kind of a change of scenery and something different to where they're not just in a classroom doing their daily activities. They're able to kind of interact with kids and kind of just feel normal for a day. I think that just a smile on their faces and the fact that they're having fun and how our kids here interact with them, it goes a long way. And I think it's something that will not only stay with me for my time being here, but everyone else that's participated in it.
Area high school and middle school students showcased their abilities at the Nodelman Auditorium recently for the 4th Oakville's Got Talent competition. There were 24 performances and 4 acts won. The Judges' Choice winners were OHS senior Cassidy McNeil and middle schooler Sean Petrick. The People's Choice winners were middle schooler Gavin Sandvoss and OHS trio Carrie McFarland, Sophia Endelicato, and Curtis Hallbrook. Congratulations to all winners, and thanks to all participants. Here's some insight into a growing club at Oakville, the Gay Straight Alliance.
GSA's purpose is to provide a safe and educated environment at OHS for our students. Some things we do at times will be having speakers come in and talk about some new things that have been happening in the LGBT community that are affecting students. Recently we had the Day of Remembrance in January, and coming up we'll have on April 15th, the Day of Silence.
Next week, GSA is going to be selling t-shirts and pins at lunches for LGBT homeless youth. On March 13th, we are going to have our next meeting, and anyone is welcome.
Come and support GSA at South County Noodles and Company on March 30th. The Melville School District is discussing many changes for the upcoming school years. They have proposed 2 scenarios for redistricting school boundaries. There were 2 public feedback meetings this past Monday and Tuesday to examine the options, scenarios A and B. Whichever option the district chooses, OHS should see a bump in enrollment next year. That's all from this corner. Now back to Abby and Hannah.
Speaking of things going on around OHS, the final performance for the spring play will take place tonight in the Drama Center. Here's more.
Well, the play's called 12 Angry Jurors. We're in the big juror room, and we're going to be discussing a criminal case with a 19-year-old boy killing, apparently, his father. And everybody's trying to figure out where everybody stands. People think he's not guilty or guilty, and so on.
Everybody on stage is on stage for the entire time. So that's an adjustment that we have to work with. But it's really improved from the beginning, and it's really gotten to something really nice.
Unlike the other plays, there is a new face around the drama department to help out.
I'm a guest director, and so I'm generally in charge of the acting that's happening on stage. I went to Oakville High School, and I lived in this room here. And after I graduated, I went to college, and I was a music and a theater major. And then I left again and got my teaching certificate and came back again and volunteered some more. And then I left to live in California for a while, and now I'm back again because apparently I can't leave Oakville.
As I act, she gives everybody notes, and she gives me notes how to interact with others and how to see myself as my character rather than the actress that is doing the character.
Not only has Miss Harper affected the performers through her unique directing, she has worked hard to prepare them for something even greater. She's taking them to competition.
We've taken a full-length play that's an hour and 20 minutes long and cut it down to 30 minutes. And we will take that to district competitions, and we'll compete with around 10 other schools, and they will be judged, and the top 2 schools will be able to take that to state competition in a couple of months.
Good luck to the cast and crew at competition today at Ladue High School. Make sure to check out the final performance of 12 Angry Jurors tonight at 7 in the OHS Drama Center. With Taylor Zapp, I'm Anna Gordon for Channel 97 News.
Many students face challenges every day, but here's one student who maintains a positive attitude while facing hers.
I'm Sophie Martino, and I have SMA type 3. It affects the nerves in the bottom of my spine, so the nerve cells can't go out to the rest of my body. Throughout elementary school, I was able to walk, and then all the way up to middle school, I got bigger and heavier, so therefore I wasn't able to walk as well. And then at the end of 6th grade, I wasn't able to do it anymore, so I got the chair that I'm using now. It was kind of weird adjusting to it, but I mean, I kind of just got used to a big, huge chair all the time.
Sophia used to tell everybody she was in a car accident. So not up until she was in 7th grade did she really tell everybody that she had muscular dystrophy.
Sophia has learned to deal with her condition with the help of the MDA.
Ever since I went to the summer camp part of MDA, then I was able to meet more people, so when I went into high school, I was able to accept more.
You know, if you know Sophia, she's really one of the happiest kids that you know.
I always try to stay positive. I never let anything get in my way. I don't like the word no. If someone tells me no, that makes me just want to do everything more.
Sophia has another big event coming up with the MDA.
Sophia is involved with the Muscle Walk. This will be her 4th year. A bunch of her friends get together. They design t-shirts, and they all dress up, and they do the walk. You join the walk by going online, and you go to any team, which mine is Don't Muscle With Us, and you're able to sign up for it, and you're able to donate money on there at the same time.
Sign up and donate for the MDA Walk, which will be held on April 2nd at the Muni. With Lauren Siebel and Taylor Czar behind the camera, I'm Morgan Schmidt for Channel 97 News.
Hey Hannah, have you heard of Project Lead the Way?
Yeah, I hear the program at Oakville High School is pretty strong.
It sure is. Here's the story.
PLTW is Project Lead the Way, and it's a bunch of engineering and biomedical sciences classes.
It does a really good job of integrating kind of everything that everybody learns throughout all of their curriculum, and it kind of brings it together and makes it a very practical application of that curriculum. The recommended course is to take the Introduction to Engineering Design course first, then you would take Principles of Engineering, or POE, and then you would take something like Civil Engineering and Architecture, and then you would finish that off with a capstone course, which is Engineering Design and Development.
The things that we do in that class really translate into my math and my science classes.
It gives me more hands-on experience to like what I am about to experience in college life.
Some of these students have applied their knowledge in other places apart from the classroom.
The event was a ray of sunshine, and what we had to do was create solar panels.
It was Mallory Hunt, Kate Hoineke, JP Latre, Lexi Twillman, and Danny Fleeg.
We had to build a structure that could hold a solar panel. The solar panel was a piece of paper, and so it had to be a rigid structure that kept the piece of paper flat. And we were given materials like straws, paper plates, thicker paper, things like that.
Most teams you could see that one person was doing all the work and like, we're gonna do this, but instead we were talking and like illustrating what exactly we were thinking of and trying to demonstrate what it was the best.
We got first in teamwork, we got 8th overall.
Congratulations to these students for performing so well in their first competition and for demonstrating the important values of the PLTW curriculum.
I really do try to make it as fun as I possibly can. Yes, there's work. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, it's sometimes overwhelming. I think it's a nice culmination of your education.
With Shannon Strobel, I'm Mark Vogel for Channel 97 News.
Now here's Connor Bartow with your Sports Roundup.
This is Connor Bartow, here to give you a look back at the winter sports season. Wrestling hasn't had as much success this year as in the past. However, they did have some highlights. Robbie Tucker placed 4th at the Columbian Hickman Tournament, and Calvin Collins placed 3rd at the Rockwood Summit Tournament. These are both personal bests for the wrestlers. Girls swim had a great season this year, ending at 8-7 and having 2 girls qualify for state. Sophomore Allison Streb made it back for her 2nd year in a row in the 100-meter backstroke, and senior Bailey Brown made it for her 1st year in the 100-meter butterfly. Girls basketball had an awesome season, ending 14-11, and they won 8 of their last 9 games until they lost to Corey Hazu in the district semifinals. After getting off to a rough start, boys basketball pulled together and managed to get some wins and eventually went on a 5-game win streak. However, they lost to Melville in the first round of districts and ended the season 7-17. Oakville hockey pulled out something special this year. The team managed to advance its furthest since 2006 when they beat CBC to win the Challenge Cup. They ended the season 15-13-2 after losing to SLU in the minigame of the semifinals. Good luck to the Oakville Golden Girls as they compete at Nationals this weekend in Orlando, Florida. Although winter sports have come to an end, there is a bright future for spring sports starting up. With Cindy Quinones behind the camera, I'm Connor Bartow, and this is your Sports Roundup for Channel 97 News.
Hey, Abby! Shh! You have to be silent. We're right outside the library. Here, let's take a look. This is Silent Library. Let's meet our contestants. Eight friends, one team. Players draw cards, and the one who receives the skull and crossbones must endure an unusual punishment. But remember, silence. Round 1. 2 contestants must blow up a balloon in their shirts until it pops.
Okay.
You laughed, you lose. Round 2. 2 contestants must wax a part of their leg.
Oh, I'm safe.
Marcus, show the camera. Get closer.
You did great, but your team didn't. You lose. Round 3. 2 contestants must eat 2 habanero peppers.
I can't. Great. Oh my God.
All that for nothing. You lose. The boys walked away empty-handed. Nice try, boys, but next time, try to be silent. With Jordan Peters and Courtney Casey behind the camera, I'm Abby Walters for Channel 97 News.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Eyes on the Tigers, Channel 97 News.
Be sure to join us for our next show on March 16th.
Thanks for watching, and remember, Oakville, keep your eyes on the Tigers.